Hey guys, we're back with another video. I thought I would basically do this as like an intro to the day that our baby is born, because it could potentially be today, it could be tomorrow. It's really hard to tell at the moment. There's honestly no way to kind of guess. It's nine days past the due.
Yeah, it's 9 days.
Yeah, 9 days past the due date. So the baby was due on the 1st of March. It's currently the 10th of March. So we had an appointment a couple of days ago just to check everything was okay, the baby was okay, and that was all fine. We have a induction booked for today, so this afternoon.
It's helping your body get into labour. So rather than going into labour naturally, but I think hormones and other interventions to get your body to go into labour in a medical sense. So hopefully it will work and we get things moving along today.
Yeah.
Just because he's quite overdue now, I would want him out sooner rather than later.
The induction is just kind of a medical way of helping induce labour, but it's really hard to tell sort of how long that can take.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say we are as prepared as we can be. I mean, we have a literal suitcase plus an extra bag packed, loads of entertainment bits as well, because we don't know how long we're going to be in the hospital for. Unfortunately, I think obviously Kaylee might have to stay in the hospital at least overnight. It could be a few days.
It could take a few days to work.
Yeah, so we're not 100% sure at the moment. I'm going to be there as long as I can be, but with the visiting hours, I think the latest I can stay till is 10 p.m. and then I can go back in the morning kind of thing. We have an appointment in literally a couple of hours, so we're just going to go there. We're going to let them, check everything out, make sure everything's all right, and then I'm sure Dave will explain exactly how it works, how long it could take and stuff. We're bringing like the switch and like a few other bits to kind of just keep our minds off it. I mean, obviously Katie's got a lot more to worry about than I do, but hopefully everything goes okay. We've been on like maternity and paternity leave past couple of weeks, which has been really nice. So I'm kind of halfway through that, so I've booked 3 weeks off work for that. Katie's off for a whole year, but it's fine. She's having the baby. So yeah, it's been nice. We've just been honestly just chilling. We've been going for like walks and stuff. We've been playing lots of Mario Kart. Do you want to show them the bits we picked up for the baby?
We went to paper chase on one of our walks and we got a record book.
Look at that.
And it comes in a box, but a fast photo album.
Yeah, so it's all you can see it. So it's all kind of like Easter themed, obviously. So hopefully everything goes okay this afternoon. So I think I'll end this part here. Hopefully I will kind of edit this at some point into a video, kind of showcasing sort of showing the baby when he's here, which will hopefully be soon. Many hours later. Hey guys, it is later in the day, much later. We were at the hospital from I think 4ish, and it's now nearly 10. This has been like 5-6 hours. It's been a long afternoon, but Katie's doing amazingly. She's been monitored. I kind of spent as much time with her as I could at the hospital. She does have to stay overnight. Does feel a little bit weird. I don't think we've spent a night apart since she went to Canada, and that was like years ago. So yeah, I'm knackered, but Kaylee's doing a lot more than I am, to be honest, so I can't really complain. I'm just having some leftovers and just gonna try and get some sleep. I think opening times for visitors are 10 a.m, so I'm gonna be there 10 a.m. sharp tomorrow just to catch up with Kaylee, see how everything's going. So yeah. Alright guys, so day 2 at the hospital. I arrived when the visiting hours started, and honestly not much happened. We just kind of chilled in the induction room all day. Kaylee was again hooked up to the monitor to monitor her and the baby's heart rate. We did get to play about on the exercise ball, which was quite fun. I say play about, I think it was more important that Kaylee used it, but I used it too, so there we go. And yeah, that was pretty much day 2, to be honest. It's the second day of induction, so the second day Kaylee has been in the induction ward at the hospital. I've just got home myself. It's about 10:30 at night now, so Kaylee has literally been in the hospital for nearly 48 hours straight. She's doing an absolutely amazing job. I mean, we've tried to put a positive spin on it, but I'm not gonna lie, it's been really difficult circumstances. So the space she's been given in the ward is tiny. I mean, she has a bed, she has just enough space for a side table and some space for bags and suitcases. But the midwives, they're amazing. They're doing an amazing job, and they're very caring and very patient. I think they're just understaffed. It's whenever I go in there, it's just a bit chaotic. So it's been really tough on Kaylee. But she is doing an amazing job. I don't know how she's doing it, to be honest. She's in a lot of pain. They're giving her, as much medication as they can. But fingers crossed, she might be moved to the labour ward tonight, if not tomorrow. So I'm going to get some sleep. I'm going to have my phone on. So if there are any updates, Kaylee can give me a call. And then I think I will be allowed to stay with her for as long as I want, basically, when she's in the labour ward. It's just when she's in the induction ward, I can only stay till like 10 at night. Feels weird because we haven't really spent that much time apart, like, ever in the 12 years we've been together. So yeah, it's a bit of a weird headspace. Obviously very anxious, very excited for the little one, but he's taking a sweet time. But yeah, she is doing an amazing job. She is so brave. She is fighting through it. So let's see how tomorrow goes. It's currently the 12th of March, so Kaylee has officially been in the hospital for 3 days now. I'm just about to go and visit her. The visiting hours start in like 20 minutes, so I should be there before then. Kaylee texted me in the middle of the night, just give me an update. So basically, the midwife said that she is ready to be moved to the labour ward. Which is good news. It means things are progressing nicely. They said unfortunately there is no space in the labour ward at the moment, so like I was saying before, I think there's just a lot of patients there and not enough staff. So we'll see how it goes today. Hopefully she can be given a space in the labour ward at some point this morning. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I've got her bag all packed and ready to go, just to bring a few more kind of drinks and snacks, whatever helps her out. So yeah, I'll try and film whatever I can in the hospital. Hopefully we'll be given our own room, so I can maybe do a bit more commentary, because I realise I haven't done much of that in the actual hospital yet. So I think that's everything for now. So I'm gonna drive off, and I will see you in the next part. We've just been moved into the labour ward, so again, we've got to set up on the bed. I think the midwife's going to be back shortly. So I'll give you guys like a little tour quick. Flip the camera. So I've got like a privacy curtain, a little workstation for the midwives there. I have no idea what that thing does. Got a little view outside. I've got an upgrade on my chair, which is sweet because it's all about me. Kaylee has the bed, and we also have a private bathroom here with a little exercise board in there, which I'll probably be using. A bit of an update. Kaylee is here. She is currently kind of tubed up to all the medications and stuff she needs. She's got like 5 different drugs going on. She's just all the drugs. And lots of medicine. Yeah, the midwives have been amazing. They've been very calm and patient and supportive. I think they come and check on us like once an hour now. I think you're currently at like 3 centimeters. So yeah, we're just seeing how it goes. It might be a bit of a late one. I mean, in other news, all I've had for food today is toast, but it's not about me, is it? It's about this one. So I might go home and cook dinner. Just got home. We're currently on day 3 of the hospital. So Katie's still on the labour ward at the moment. You can probably tell I'm a little bit tired. It's been a hell of a day. The midwives have been absolutely amazing. Katie had to have the epidural put in. I think it should have been like a 10-15 minute process. Ended up taking like an hour and a half. There's like a machine which Kaylee is hooked up to, so it monitors her and the baby's heart. I think basically as the epidural was being put in, the baby's heart rate needs to be monitored at all times, and there were just so many issues with the machine they were using. So they had to get her in like 10 different positions to try and put the epidural in. They had to substitute out the person putting in the epidural for someone else. It was just, honestly, it was chaos. And all I could do was kind of just stand back and try to not get in the way. That kind of sucked because I felt kind of, powerless. Like I couldn't do anything other than just be there for her. But I'm just trying to do whatever I can because she's been amazing. Like my God, the stuff she's been through today. I will give her the win in any argument in the future. I'm probably going to regret saying that at some point. But yeah, so basically the midwives have switched over now. So we've got the nighttime midwives. So I've just driven home. It's like a 10-15 minute drive for me. I'm just quickly cooking some dinner, just checking on Lucky, making sure everything's right. And then I think the plan is that I'm going to go back. They've got like a recliner sofa kind of chair for the birth partners, so I can kind of just like recline that and maybe try and get some sleep. Just want to be there to support Kaylee, and the baby could be born at basically any time between now, tomorrow, the next day. It's really hard to tell at the moment. So yeah, it's Ryan from the future here, because I didn't actually get a chance to record everything that happened next because it all happened so quickly. But basically the midwives swapped over around 8 p.m. on Sunday the 12th of March. So we were basically assigned a new midwife, and she made our lives really, really difficult. So she was just really rude and impatient throughout the entire night. She seemed to be more focused on her to-do list rather than, you know, Kaylee's actual well-being. Kaylee was still being monitored by the machine at this point, and the midwife actually told her to stop moving and even to stop talking at one point, just so it wouldn't interrupt the monitor, because there are a few technical issues with it. By this point, Kaylee was honestly just in agony. She mentioned that she didn't think the epidural was working anymore because she could just feel so much pain. Even though the midwife stated that it was working fine, we did later find out it did actually stop working, so Kaylee was right, and that's why she was in so much pain. It was a really tricky situation because it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. There weren't really any other midwives around at this time, and we really couldn't do much. We have put through a formal complaint and we've explained the entire situation, so that is currently being looked into, and hopefully they will resolve that in some way, just because it was just such a bad experience. But then everything started to happen. So around 4 in the morning, I was given a change of clothes, and they then transferred Kaylee into the theatre room for the C-section operation. It was genuinely one of the most terrifying experiences we've ever been through. There were around 10 different doctors getting everything prepared, talking us through everything. But honestly, by this point, we were just both mentally and physically exhausted and just struggling to keep up with everything. It took them around half an hour to get the spinal fluid in properly because there were a few issues, and Kaylee had to kind of just push through it. She was amazing. I tried to be as supportive as I could, but I genuinely nearly fainted at one point just because it was so hot in there. There was so much going on. So I just stepped outside to take a few breaths so I could be in the right state of mind to be there for Kaylee. So once everything had calmed down a little bit, I sat with Kaylee and I could literally see her entire body trembling. It was such a terrifying experience. So we just sat there and we played an alphabet game. So it's kind of like, you pick a category like a film or something, and then we each name a film beginning with A, B, C, etc. It actually done really well. Like it took our minds off it mostly. And finally, at 5:17 a.m. in the morning, our son Charlie Ashtonia was born and we became parents. So they immediately checked his breathing because they said that he was putting in a lot of effort, and they just wanted to monitor that. So I had to go with him to a special care unit for a short amount of time just so he was monitored, and they just checked his breathing over. He was okay after a while. We finally got our first family photo together. Hey guys, it's day 5, 6. We've been in the hospital for like a week. You can probably tell because I actually have some sort of facial hair now. Oh, I look terrible. So basically I think today's the day we can be discharged. So they're just checking on Kaylee and baby, just make sure everything's okay, because there were a lot of complications. Kaylee's still in a lot of pain and stuff, so we just need to see what we can do to get her home. I can't believe I've got so much facial hair. Let's see, little Charlie, yeah, he's fast asleep in mummy's arms there. Charlie was up basically all night, every sort of half hour, 45 minutes. He wanted a little cuddle, a little feed, so hence the bags under the eyes. But yeah, hopefully today we can go home and just get settled in and introduce Charlie to Lucky. and yeah, start our new lives together. So I'm gonna have some breakfast because I've just caught up on sleep, so we will see you back at home. We are finally back home. We've been home for just over a week now. After the actual birth, Kaylee's recovery was really difficult. So she was recovering from a number of different injuries from labour. So one of her arms reacted really badly to a blood pressure device which was used. She had bruises from all of the different drips that she was on. She had stitches from the C-section operation, and one of her legs is to this day still recovering because the spinal fluid worked too well in one leg and not as much in the others. She's been in so much pain over the past few weeks. She's been on about 8 different pain relief medications. I've also had to inject her with something which helps like prevent blood clots and stuff. So it's been a really, really difficult recovery for her, but she is doing amazingly. Thankfully, she has been recovering slowly but surely, but she has been through everything and more during this pregnancy. And I'm so proud of her for not only going through everything she did, but also for already being such an amazing mum to our little boy Charlie. So we're kind of getting settled back in. I think Charlie has kind of found the rhythm with our routine. So, you know, we make sure to feed him every few hours. We need to change him every now and then. He's just been kind of chilling. We've taken loads of photos, loads of videos. He also met Lucky. That was a really nice kind of bonding moment for them. But yeah, I think honestly it's been such a long, difficult road to get here. I mean, especially for Kaylee. But we're here, we're finally home. We get to enjoy our time together now as a family. And even though it was such a crazy experience, we're just so glad it was worth it, honestly. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end it there. There was just so much that happened over the past few weeks. I think we're still processing it. So, you know, I wanted to kind of share as much of that experience with you guys and just kind of show how amazing Kaylee was, just going through everything she went through. I know that people go through a lot during pregnancy and labour, but I honestly think she went above and beyond. Like she went through so much, and it felt like everything that could have possibly gone wrong did go wrong, and she's still, you know, she's still doing an amazing job as a new mum on top of, you know, recovering from everything she's recovering from. So yeah, that is the story of the birth of our son, and it is a absolutely crazy story. It was an absolute roller coaster, but we're just glad to be home, and we're glad to be starting our new family together. Now, obviously, we have a newborn child, so you'll notice that my video upload schedule has gone all over the place. It has been quite some time since my last upload. I'm still getting my head around things, so apologies. I won't be uploading videos as often as I used to. I'm still trying to find my rhythm. So hopefully, you know, hopefully we'll get into a better routine over the next couple of weeks or so, and I will try and upload as consistently as possible. But I do also want to take the time to make sure the quality of my videos is the same as it was before, if not better. So just bear with me. I am doing my best as a new dad, trying to, you know, help support Charlie and Kaylee, and, you know, work on editing in my spare time. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there. If you guys want to check out more content, you can click on one of these 2 videos up here. And thank you so much for listening. I will see you in the next video.